Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi. I am here to do the Earth Pig Chinese New Year reading, which is really all of that, but it's the new moon in Aquarius. New moon, plant new seeds, new things to come. Now this new moon with the moon in Aquarius, let's just take a look at that, okay? The moon, it affects the tides, it affects us. So it's affecting our emotions, and maybe we feel like we can't get a grip on them. They just feel complicated. And there's a need for some type of emotional freedom. But the good thing with this new moon is it's a good time to find solutions to problems. Now, with this emphasis on Aquarius, and Aquarius tends to be somewhat eccentric, you may be guided you're going to be guided in a totally new way. Taking steps outside of your day-to-day routine will present you with opportunities to change your perspectives, and also connect with new people, important people. And Aquarius tends to be open-minded, so it can bring in people from different cultures, places, and lifestyles different from yourself. So you can form new friendships and connections that you probably would not have in the past. Now, in order for this to happen, you have to make a decision to step outside your comfort zone. So this reading is for Gemini. Gemini, what are you going to do to step outside your comfort zone? Now, you could do this in small ways or big ways. You could just read some new literature, study a new topic. Just be open to something exciting, something new altogether. And that is going to definitely cultivate some change. Now, with that, I laid out the cards. So, Gemini, the first card that I pulled here, the chakra cards, we're going to start with those, is grounding. You need to get grounded. Now, this is the Earth Star chakra. This is located 6 inches below your feet. It aligns us with the heart of the earth. It anchors our light to the planet. If you feel grounded and supported, you'll feel good moving along on this journey at this new moon, new things, new endeavors, new people. Now, pulling this card, I would say, maybe you feel scattered, your thoughts and feelings find it difficult to focus or concentrate. This is common, and I'm sure you're not the only one, because remember, we said the moon affects all of us differently. But just know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a powerful way to do this. Align and reconnect with the Mother Earth. Now, there's different things you can do depending on where you live. You maybe go out, sit on the ground, put your feet on the earth. We're on the East Coast. It just snowed here. So do something that's going to ground you. Find something that's going to ground you. And you could create magic. There's abundance here for you. You may like to spend some time at the beach, or even though it's on the East Coast here snowing, go walk in nature and just admire the snow. I mean, we're still outside. Get outside and experience nature in a whole new way, just like breathe and walk. When you feel grounded, you feel a deep connection to yourself and everything around you. And that's going to help you to be able to move forward. Now, this is right under the root chakra. As you can see, like the roots going down into the earth. And with that, like all these roots, I would say I would tie this in for as foods and activities like the root chakra. Eating some protein, some root vegetables, do some yoga, anything that's going to support your base. Maybe do some core exercises, because that's your strength in your core. Everybody. The next card we have here, this is the heart chakra. Now, the question I would ask is how, or this is the question you can ask yourself. How are my actions connected to my inability to create a breakthrough? Am I willing to make new choices in order to grow? And really, like, stop being the victim. You know, victims. It's always somebody else's fault when something doesn't go right, instead of looking at the role that you played into it. So this would require you to open your heart. There's an indication that you just need grounding. Isn't that interesting? Grounding. And a solid plan to achieve what you truly desire. Next question, are you trying to create something before you're ready to do so? Because you got to get grounded. And with your heart here, it's like green vegetables, breathing exercises, play with children, do something to open up your heart. You're not the victim, so stop. Don't blame other people for your circumstances. It's up to you to change that. And the interesting thing with this heart chakra, it's an air element. And Gemini, you are air. So I'm going to stress again, doing breathing exercises, deep breathing exercises, spend some time with children, eat some greens, you know? That's something you could do to help stimulate that chakra, because that's what we want. We need stimulation, so we stop being a victim. This next card is the man. The man is similar to the star in the Rider-Waite deck. Here, it somewhat means the same thing, but when you look at how it's depicted here, you see the 5 points like the pentacle. This man is naked as the day he was born. The 5 points represent the five senses, the 5 directions, north, south, east, west, and center. The 5 elements, the head, the upper extremities, the lower extremities. Like I said, the pentagram itself, which he is encompassed, is like a spiritual dimension. And the light around him is like the central manifestation of light, like a mystical center. So there is an opportunity here for healing and rejuvenation. This is a message of hope. Next we got Eshu. Eshu is a messenger. Eshu is the opener of roads. And if you look very closely, I'm going to pull this up. You see he's got that little cat right there? If you know anything about Egyptian mythology, the cats were, the cat right there. The cats guarded the temples. But Eshu, he is, I would say, mind me, if you think of most Geminis are very youthful, the ones that I know. So he's like this old guy with the youthful spirit. You see him carrying that pitchfork? He's just moving the crap out the way. This is the one you can say, please help me find my way. Clear the path, clear the crossroads so that it could open up opportunity. And that's what he is. He's just full of vitality. He's also very knowledgeable about life. And as I said, there's a certain innocence about him. But he is a communicator. This is a loyal person, a loyal and faithful personality, a good companion, a good partner, a good friend. This is someone you don't want to cross, you know. So you can't play the victim. If you want a good friend, you got to be a good friend. You know what I'm saying? So with that star, that ray of hope that you have here, Maybe you're going to meet someone that's going to help move some obstacles for you. But we also have the moon here in reverse. And the moon in reverse is about a lot of illusion. Oops, I'm sorry. The moon in reverse is about a lot of illusions. And I know you don't want to deal with illusions, but this is fear, confusion. You're in the grip of negative forces. And is this something that you created because you weren't grounded and that you always play the victim? It's always someone's fault. It's not your responsibility. It's always someone else. And I'm using that as an example. Now, we all play victims in different ways. We play victim to manipulate others. You know the girl, she meets this guy. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. But, trying to scheme. You always got some drama, but you play the victim to get money out of someone. There's a lot of different ways to try to play victim, to manipulate or to not assume responsibility. So here, it's like, are you fearing your past is catching up with you? Your creativity and imagination are blocked right now. Your life may be in a drift of chaos. But if you muster up your courage and get grounded and open up your heart and stop being a victim, all you have to do is ask for help. Because Eshu will help you, but you have to be right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be right. Now, here we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is about destiny, change, or the need to embrace change, should I say. This is a new cycle. This new moon, we're starting a new cycle. So during this cycle, it's about let's get grounded, stop being a victim. Look at yourself with new hope. Look at yourself with new eyes. Because you may meet someone who may help you at this particular situation. Or maybe you're just going to come to a realization, there's something I want to change. Now, at this new moon, you could meet someone that's very different from yourself that widens your perspective and diminishes all the illusion, that fear. Because this is fear right here. And they say, as the world turns, this is a new start. It's time to start something new. And here, I always say everything is in nature. And we got the orange trees. It says communication. You will receive unconditional bounties of heaven following your heart. Communication. You're going to have to open up your heart and be honest with someone. And maybe that someone you meet will help you get grounded or start you on your path to get grounded. But you have to open up your heart. I think this is interesting. And Geminis, especially all the ones I know, they are communicators. So what are you communicating? With an open heart, or are you communicating, I'm the victim? Let's get grounded. So if I can make a suggestion at this new moon, do a writing exercise. Like automatic writing. Sit down, say a prayer, and just say, look, I need some guidance on how to get regrounded and open up my heart so that I can move forward in my life and experience a new type of emotional fulfillment. And just write freely. Don't think about commas, periods, just write. and then go back and read it and see what you could discover about yourself. That's just a suggestion. Oh, excuse me. That's just a suggestion. But when I look at this, this is hopeful because there's an opportunity for change. This is a new moon. Plant new seeds. You want something new going forward. And it's all possible. You're the man here. This is full of hope and light. You see the light emanating? That happens when you open up your heart. There's light, laughter, and joy all around. And since we have this heart right here, maybe play with some kids. Because kids are joy. They make you laugh. They'll have you laughing. And laughter is a sign of joy. And it just opens you up to another vibration. The world is turning. Ground yourself. And if I can make a suggestion, maybe just get some root vegetables, you know, potatoes, onions, some root vegetables. Make yourself a stew. And then add in some greens, because the greens are good for your heart. And maybe eat some stew like that. Get out, walk in nature, play with some kids. Hey, the opportunity is here. It's up to you. And think about what you're going to communicate, because as it says, you will receive unconditional bounties of heaven by following your heart. But you got to open your heart up. For real. Not being a victim. All right. Let me know what you think, Gemini. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. This is Sister Omi. Peace.